Good evening, students. Hello again. Back to our lesson. Lesson 3. Where do they work? Where do they work means أين يعملون, which means the workplace or places of work. أمكنة العمل. Here we have in the red list we have the jobs, and the blue list we have the places of work. So here you have to match and write the number. Write the number here in this blanks. Here we have waiter. Where does the waiter work? The waiter works in a restaurant. So near the restaurant you write number 1. An IT programmer. Where does the IT programmer works? The IT programmer works in an office. Number 2 here, office. Number 3, engineer. Where does the engineer work? He works in an oil refinery. Number 3 will be here, number 3. A housewife. Number 4. Where does the housewife work? She works at home. Here, number 4. Number 5. Doctor and nurse. They work in a hospital, and you can write the number 5 here. Number 6. Farmer. Where does the farmer work? He works in a farm, on a farm. Number 6 will be here. Number 7. Bus driver. Where does the bus driver work? He works on roads. Number 7 will be here, roads. And the last one is the builder. Where does the builder work? The builder works on building sites here. هذه كملنا. We finished this, and you have to check. What do we have here? In, on, at. In, on, at are prepositions, يعني حروف الجر. حروف الجر نستعملها، انتبهوا هنا، في الأماكن الضيقة المغلقة فيها جدران يعني ونشتغل داخلها. We work in a hospital. The doctor works in a hospital. The nurse works in a hospital. And an office, يعني the engineer or the IT programmer works in an office. What about on? On used with wide places، يعني هاي أمكنة مفتوحة، يعني the roads، الطرق كبيرة وواسعة ومفتوحة. So we have to say on roads, on a building site, on a farm. On a farm. And here we have at. At يعني في، تستعمل في، عند أو في. At home. Home is the only word that we use at with it. We can say the housewife works at home, or I am going home. I am at home. When someone calls you and you say he asked you, where are you? You can say, if you are at home, you have to say I'm home or I am at home. So home نستعمل معاها at. On للأماكن المفتوحة الواسعة، يعني the roads, a building site، يعني منطقة بناء هاي بعدها إنشاءات مفتوحة بعدها واسعة ليس لها حدود، يعني حدودها كبيرة. A farm أيضا مفتوح. So we have to say on a farm. هذه أماكن المغلقة، وهذه المفتوحة الواسعة، وهذا at home. Here we have, look, listen, say, we have like a game. A farmer works on a farm. That's easy. Where does a doctor work? In a hospital. Where does an IT programmer work? In an office, I think. Who works in an oil refinery? The engineer. Yes, an engineer. هذه طريقة السؤال والجواب. نسأل عن المكان نستعمل WH question where. نستعمل does للفعل المضارع البسيط كما شرحنا في الدرس الماضي. Where does a doctor work? من نجاوب على السؤال نحذف where does ونكتب من a doctor. A doctor works. ناخذ الاسم من الدز خليها ويا الwork. A doctor works in a hospital. وهكذا. Who تسأل عن الفاعل من. Who works in an oil refinery. من يعمل في مصنع تكرير النفط أو المصفى. Who works in a refinery. The engineer. Yes, an engineer works in an oil refinery. يعني نستعمل engineer بدل الهو. يعني هذه الهو نستعيض عنها نسأل عن الشخص واللي هو الفاعل subject. Here we have an exercise. Read and complete the sentences. My uncle is a waiter. So where does the waiter work? He works in a big restaurant. Here we have to use in, on, at. We say in here, number one. My aunt is a nurse. She works a big hospital. We have to say in a big hospital. Wissam's grandfather is a farmer. He is a farmer. So he works on a farm. Does your father work in an office? My cousin drives a bus. He works on the roads in Baghdad. A housewife works at home. Here we have lesson for our daily routine. Routine means يعني هذا العمل اليومي الرتيب المتكرر. رتابة يعني روتين. احنا نستعمل روتين بالعربي وهو رتابة يعني. My family routine. My mom is a nurse. انتبهوا هنا يستعمل الفعل المضارع البسيط في شرح حياته اليومية. يعني هذا وصف description. He describes his life with his family and family's life. He said, my mom is a nurse and my dad works in an office. He is an IT programmer. He makes computer programs about buildings. عندنا أمي ممرضة وأبي يعمل في داخل مكتب وهو IT programmer يعني مبرمج حاسبات. He makes computer programs about buildings يعني يبرمج برامج عن البنايات. مصمم يعني. My sister Dania and I go to school by bus. يعني هذا كل يوم شلون واحد يروح المدرسة يذهبون عن طريق بواسطة الباص الحافلة. we leave. انتبهوا هنا لأن جمع we نقول leave. بينما هذه my mom is my dad works للمفرد خلي لأهس third person singular s. لازم تعرفوا المصطلحات بالإنجليزي. s الشخص الثالث third person singular. My sister Dania and I يعني صاروا أكثر من واحد. إذن نقول go to school. We leave يعني عوضا عن my sister and I نستعمل الضمير we. يعني ما نظل نكرر my sister and I نقول we at 7. انتبهوا هذه الأوقات نستعمل لها at. هذاك حروف الجر in on at كانت للأماكن places. هنا عندنا للأوقات مثلا in January للأشهر on للأيام وat للساعات. My grandma and grandpa live very near to our house, so my grandma takes our little brother to school. يعني لما أنه يعيشون قريبين من عندنا يأخذون أخي الصغير إلى المدرسة. إلى نهاية هذه القطعة هنا عندنا كلها مضارع بسيط. My dad drives to work and he takes our mom to the hospital first. ونكمل هذا الدرس في الفيديو القادم ونشوفكم على خير. هنا عندنا my dad works 5 days a week but my mom only works 3 days a week. When she is not working in the hospital she is a housewife at home. She has 2 jobs. عندها مهنتين housewife and a nurse. See you.